It was recently brought to my attention that I hadn't shown you any Nintendo 3DS footage on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, so today I'm going to rectify that. If you're enjoying all of this Retroid Pocket 3 Plus content on my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. And with that out of the way, let's hop into the first game, which is a kart racer that I'm sure you're all excited to see. Were you expecting Mario Kart? No, this is Garfield Kart, which is, well, it's not as good, but it looks really nice and it runs at 3x resolution with absolutely no issues whatsoever on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus. And besides that, it stars your favorite lasagna-loving cat, Garfield. What's not to love? Other than the fact that it's one of the most boring kart racers I've ever tried. So smooth, much good. Okay, that's 3 laps of going around in circles with basically no competition whatsoever. Now let's jump into the other kart racer, the one you actually want to see, Mario Kart 7. Performance does start out pretty bad at the beginning of the race. It picks up as you go along, and it does sometimes get up to 100%. But there are other places where it does kind of chug around corners or certain sections of the track. Now, I tried setting it to 1x resolution instead of 2, but the difference in performance was negligible, so you might as well run it at 2x and let it look nice instead of gaining 2 frames per second. It always runs great leading up to this tunnel right here. Now, as for Kirby Planet Robobot, it's running at 2x resolution here and it looks beautiful, and at the beginning it plays great, but it just isn't consistent. There are parts where it just slows down to, say, 90% of full speed, and that's fine enough. places where it gets especially slow seem kind of unpredictable, like here it's down around 70%, and I tried setting it to 1x and it didn't change anything as far as the performance goes. This room with the fan gets especially bad. It's quite slow here. And then the boss battle, that's the part where you realize maybe you don't want to play this game. Now, I do think software updates for the emulator could really improve the performance of Kirby, and I'm definitely confident about that when it comes to The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Most of the time the game plays great, but sometimes when it's loading something to memory, it slows down like that. But I do want to show you that even with the second screen shrunk down to the corner like this, it's still perfectly fine. You can easily equip your items and do stuff like that, at least once I realized how to equip items. And you can see most of the time this game plays at full speed on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus. It's just these occasional slowdowns. That suggests to me that the hardware is capable, but the emulator just needs to be better optimized for this system. And finally, I want to show you some of the overworld, one, because of that fantastic musical score, but also so you can see it definitely loads slowly when you're changing screens. But once the loading catches up, it actually plays great. Next up is Metroid: Samus Returns, and I know the Retroid channel showed you this at 2x, but I wasn't actually satisfied with the performance at 2x resolution. I noticed it was running slow, had some frame dips. However, I think at 1x it plays almost perfect. There is an occasional slight dip in the frame rate, but 99% of the time it's playing perfectly and at full speed. And the final game we're going to take a look at is New Super Mario Bros. 2. And thankfully, this is another one that's running great. Even at 2x resolution, I noticed almost no slowdowns whatsoever. And I did play through the first 4 stages of World 1 just to be sure there weren't slowdowns on other level types. I will sort of fast forward you through all 4 of these stages and show you the places in the levels I thought might cause slowdown. And I am going to show you the overworld map here because that is the one time the game does run slowly, but luckily that's not important to gameplay, so we can deal with that. And even here, when Mario grows to be half the size of the screen, it runs fine. And I've definitely seen reports that, in particular, it might slow down on the dungeon or castle stages like this. So I wanted to be sure of that, and I played all the way through it, including the boss fight, and I didn't see any slowdowns that bothered me. And that'll do it for this Nintendo 3DS showcase for the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell because I will be posting my Retroid Pocket 3 Plus complete setup guide soon, and that will be followed by settings guides for specific systems which might need tweaks to get running at their best. So do keep an eye on my channel for that, and until then, keep gaming.